In a world full of labels, it's time to define yourself. So sit back, relax, and get ready for weekly wisdom. Hello, everyone. It is that time once again, your weekly wisdom time with your boy here, Sean John. So, as I just said, in a world full of labels, it's time to start defining yourself. Many years ago, I put out a status and it on Facebook, and it popped up in my history moments thing on memories thing on social media. And it was me talking about in a world full of labels, I really want to help students define themselves. And so, as many of you know, I work on a college campus. I work with college students. I love to work with students. I love to be a storyteller and help students, write their narratives and tell their stories. But I think one of the things that are part of our stories is that, there are often times where we can tell a story of how we have been labeled something that we know is not a part of who we are. And so we have to now take the time to define ourselves. So let me give you another example of this. So I was recently watching a video about the music artist JoJo, and she was talking about how so many people, put her into this box under this label of being a pop artist, when really her heart and soul and her passion is to be a soul, an R&B, genre type musical artist. But so many people have put her into the pop category. And it's not that she doesn't like pop or doesn't think some of her music has this pop vibe to it, but at the end of the day, who she sees herself as is an R&B soul artist. And so, I say this, and I, listen to a lot of the things that she's been asked to do in terms of tributes and even, some of her recent music. And it really does have this type of soul, R&B type vibe to it. And I think that as I have heard more of her interviews and more of her story, I can see that truly that is the type of artist that she was meant to be. That is the definition and the ways that she has defined herself, because I can hear much more of her heart and much more of the passion that's out in the music versus some of, her earlier stuff. And I think that's where I think about with us is that, for so long, many of us have decided to live under the label of what somebody might have defined us as years ago, back in elementary school, middle school, high school, early years of college, whatever, years before we are at the stage of life we're in now. But we have to realize, like, no, we, get to, be the storyteller. We get to flip the script, and help define the narrative of who we are. And so in this year right now, forget about what others have said about you. Like, you write the narrative. You put yourself in the spot where you get to define who you are. I'll wrap up with this. And so, um, you know, many of you know I've been on this journey where I have been, losing weight. And now, according to charts and different things like that, my BMI, body mass index, like, is still at a higher number. You might look at a chart and it might say that, I'm obese or I'm overweight and those different types of things. But I came from a doctor's appointment recently, and my doctor talked about that out of so many of the patients that he's worked with that have been on a weight loss journey, he would put me at the top of the list. And I don't say that to, go boop, boop to my own horn here, but I think what I think about with that is that it gave me so much encouragement and motivation because, and helped me understand, like, I can define where I'm at. And though this doctor said, like, oh, this is what the charts are saying, this is what I see. This is the work that I see you put in. And I want to congratulate you. I want to reward you. I want to value you for that work. And I think that's the thing. When people put the right labels on you that you can connect with, when people, define you in a way that matches your heart and your value system, what's at your core, it lights you up. But at the end of the day, and I'll end it with this, is we can't allow and wait for other people to define us in that way. We have to do it. So take this year, take this month, starting right now, and begin to define who you are, because it's what you see in yourself. Peace and blessings. One love.